How's it going? This is part 3 of my 1979 Z28 restoration series. In this video, we're going to go ahead and continue on stripping the door and the fender. In the last video, we did find some damage on the quarter here, up there, and down here. This one being the most major damage, not bad. But in this one right here, same, very minor. But I'm gonna come back and finish that once we're done completely stripping down the vehicle. So yeah, in this video, we're gonna just get to work on the door and the fender. So stay tuned, and we're gonna see. And hopefully, I don't run into any more Bondo. But I'm really thinking there's some more in that rear door right there. But I guess we're gonna find that out. Now we ran into a lot of damage right here. Now this is making sense now. We got a deep dent going this way as well down here. So this is telling me that the car has probably been sideswiped. This filler is coming out. It started right here. It's almost halfway to the door. So something tells me under the style line probably is full of body filler. It is very unfortunate. I mean, you can see how deep it has gotten right here. Just big, deep in there. It looks like someone tried studying it out here and here, but they quickly gave up on it. So I'm not sure. You can see some more down here. But yeah, we're gonna keep digging in here and see how bad it is. And then in the next clip, I'm probably gonna have this stripped down so you can see where I'm at. Got the lower half of the door done. I know I do have that strip down there, but the car is kind of low as it is, and I don't want to be laying on my back, tweaking my back, trying to overwork myself. So I'm actually going to be taking it up to work at the body shop and put on the 2-post lift and finish it, or I'm gonna take the door off, put it on a stand, and finish it there. In the meantime, I was right. So the damage starts from here back, like right there back. All this was pretty straight. Style line's still there. I think there was a little dent that they wiped. Yeah, right here. Very small dent. So that's nothing. I'll just either pull it out a little bit and then re-wipe it. So now I'm gonna get started on this upper half of the door, finish that, and see. I think it might be the same way down there. There might be Bondo glaze, filler, whatever you call it, right here in this area. But other than that, it should be pretty straight. And there we go. We got the door done. As you can see, I kind of avoided the handle. This tool's a little bulky and stuff, so it's kind of hard to fit it in between the door handle and the end of the door right here without hitting it. So later I'm gonna tear it down with the other door, take the mirror trim panel handle, the little lock cylinder for it, and finish that up. But I was right. There wasn't any glazed filler, anything up here. There's not any damage. So that makes me feel a whole lot happier. So now it's just that area that we got to fix. Everything else is straight. I ain't got a whole door to repair. So it's pretty good. Came out pretty good. Now I'm just down to the fender. First little area I did, I touched it. Literally quite touched it. And look at that. Filler right on it. Honestly, I did not expect filler to be on this fender. It looks pretty straight. But now I am a little worried that this one's probably filled with filler just like the doors. This is some damage that is on the car. I don't know if you can see it. If you look, it's rolled up pretty bad right here underneath. It's like, I don't know if they were lifting it, trying to put it on a 2-push lift or something. But you can see how the flanges are kind of just rolled in. That's not horrible. I mean, it doesn't really show. I could just, you know, hammer and dolly it and call it quits, which I might do to an extent. But I'm going to touch it up. Fix the flange out, make them roll out the way they need to. Same thing with the fender. As you can see, the metal fender liner doesn't really line up good. So both of these are going to need some hammer and dollying and need to be rolled out. That I'm going to do at the body shop too. So when I raise the vehicle up, I'm going to repair that. Probably one of the first things I do once I have it on the lift, because obviously this is how much space I got. And I can't really fit, you know, studs or anything like that, hammer and dolly. So I'm going to make it easier and just take it to the shop and finish it there. That whole rocker end, I am going to just do that at work too. I'm not going to kill my back trying to repair that. So now we're just down to the fender. I'm going to go ahead and strip this down. Okay, so I have found what that glaze is. I was always wondering where the antennas were on this car. I thought they were on the quarters, but it looks like they were right here on the fender. That's my guess. I think that's what it is. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. But they had this little piece of metal kind of over it and just wiped filler. Just wiped it smooth. I'm going to come back and do it a different way. I'm actually going to cut me out a little piece of metal around here and stitch weld it around. Grind it flat, then wipe filler on it to make it, just so it's a little bit stronger than this crap. But, okay, so that makes me feel better about it. I thought it was going to be another mess like the rear door. But let's continue on and see what else we find. Alright, so that wraps up the fender. Came out pretty good. No bad filler or metalwork or anything like that, so that's awesome. So the last fender being very minor besides what's down here, but everything on top, what you usually see, is perfect. So gonna have to come back, like I said, gonna have to weld this hole up, cover it up. These on the other side, I have it on as well. I haven't touched it. These are also metal, but I'm gonna have to come back and take them off from the back to get behind these little these sharp edges right here, where I can't reach the tool. So I am gonna come back and also touch this up once I disassemble the vehicle. But that pretty much wraps up the car. So I'm gonna give you a little overview now. So far, so we got this fender being really great, besides the style line that I'm gonna have to tweak out, pull it back, do the metal work. This door being pretty much perfect. There's not any damage on this door. So far that's the best part. This quarter as well being very good, minus the little, I think it goes right here, a little dent, but that's all it really has. That being really good. The deck lid being absolutely perfect, as well as I guess you can call maybe the package tray. I don't know. No, because that's the package tray, but it's like the metal behind it. Both of those being great, so I'm not gonna have to mess with that. This quarter being pretty good all the way up until this lower half. That and the door being the most damaged. And up here as well. Forgot I did start peeling these off, so I am buying new ones. All the window moldings are going to be chrome, so that's why that's bent like that. So now in the next video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to disassemble the front bumper. I'm not going to take it off, but I am going to take everything out of it. The grill, lower grill, fog light, or the turn signals and the headlights. Also going to take these out on both sides. Maybe, and I'm going to see how these come off, because I might take them off as well with it. Get to these if I can, depending on how those come off. I'm going to go ahead and also tear apart the rear bumper. I'm going to finish taking that tail light off, take the bumper off, and then I'm also going to take the trim panels inside the car so I can get to the mirrors. So if you'd like to know how those come off, if you own one of these vehicles, I'm going to show you how what you have to do to take them off. It should be very similar throughout the years. I know the earlier models had the split bumper, so it's probably different. But if you do have the actual plastic bumper, or this, I'm going to show you how to do it. So that's it. I'll see you in the next video.